Little sister, don't you do what your big sister does, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck. That's fine. Don't move. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister does, yeah. All right, send that to myself. Also, send a link. Perfect. No, wait, no. Save. And copy. Little sister, you kiss me once or twice. Say it's very lies and then you run on. Little sister, don't you do what you do. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blobs, blah, bombs. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't look much more professional than that. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister does. Oh, it says the stream is excellent. Stream is excellent. Is there anything better than excellent? Oh, they're talking about the upload speed. Although if it were good, why does it look like shit? Welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to fix some more stuff in the guitar shop. Thank you for being here. Every day that you are in a shop, there's going to be stuff to fix, even if it's just pushing a broom around. Just remember what Harris used to say. He said, everybody looks good with the broom in their hands. And he was right. I had these lazy ass motherfucking friends when I was a theater major. And after each show, you'd do this thing where you strike the set. You'd come in on a Saturday or whatever, the day after the show was finished, and you'd come in and you'd help break everything down, throw stuff away, throw stuff in storage, that kind of thing. And these lazy ass motherfuckers, they would just walk around with a clipboard looking and pointing at the lighting grid. Everybody looks good with a clipboard in their hand.
2 out of the 3 of those guys have very, very, very successful careers. And I don't know what the third one, he just wasn't for him. I respect that. I respect being able to say, you know what, this just isn't for me. I don't want to do this. But the other 2, they're having a time of their lives. Time of their fucking lives. One of them makes theme parks stuff, Imagineer, like, you know, theme park. What I don't know what that job means. And the other one, I don't know, walks around with a clipboard in his hand, pointing at stuff. Oh, that ain't gonna fly. Ugh. Holy shit. Turning the fan off makes the screen glitch. Very interesting. Very, very lifelike. Okay, what do we got? It says the stream is good. That's all I needed to hear. It doesn't look good though. It looks like trash, but that could be the camera. My camera. Oh, I smelled burning. It's the soldering iron. Oh, I should hear. What was I talking about? Fixing stuff in the shop. All right. I've been kind of like slacking on the microphone stuff because this is what I use to power the microphone, the preamp for the microphone. And see, look at that. Mic preamp. But the cord, it didn't survive the move. A lot of things did not survive the move. And it's a pretty simple fix. I just haven't gotten around to it. But it's nice having a preamp with a bunch of different inputs because then you can plug lots of different stuff in. So let's fix this. The fix for this is to strip this wire, strip this wire, put them both together using solder and some of the shrink wrap stuff, and plug it in, and that's it, man. That's it. I wonder if I can do split screen. You know what else didn't survive the move? It's the crossfader on the video switcher. It didn't survive. I think that I got a bunch of different crossfaders sitting in a box, but how am I supposed to take the video switcher apart while I'm live streaming? I mean, it's not like I'm going to do this without an audience. What kind of psychopath do you think I am? So the first thing we do is we take our wire strippers. These are all right wire strippers. The wire strippers are like, why do you got to talk shit, Alex? Why can't you just be grateful for what you got? That was too much. See, that's what I was worried about. I'll go to the bigger one. That's a little bit better. It's good enough, actually. Focus, focus. I'm just twisting these by hand. I suppose it's not necessary, but it's a force I have it. Next, we'll take this end. I'm going to use that same part. And there we go. I didn't screw it up that time. Check this out. Ben Heck would be proud. Some habits are hard to break. It just so happens that the space between my 2 front teeth is a perfect wire stripper. Been doing it since I was a kid. I'd say before 10. I'd started doing that before 10. That's probably around the time I had my adult teeth, right? But you have your adult teeth by the time you're 10, don't you? Perfect. Now, I'm going to take this little heat shrink tube guy right here. I'm gonna see how much of it I need. I might be able to use the whole thing. Well, half. I'm gonna cut it in half. There we go. I'll cut this green one in half also. It doesn't have to be two different colors. Anybody who takes this thing apart is going to know that it's only got 2 wires in it. This is a DC powered, yeah. DC. And now I'm going to connect this red wire to this red wire and this black wire to this black wire. And whatever, I'm just going to do it like this. Oh, got to put the heat shrink tube on first. Now, I didn't leave enough space, so I'm just going to pull it apart, and I'm going to do that. Same thing to this side. Perfect. And I'll put the blue one on the black side and the green one on the red side, just to make it extra confusing for anybody watching. And there's a good way to do this, and or you could just twist the wires together. And a little twisteroo is all it takes. Then I'm gonna take some soldering iron stuff and oh, I was kind of hoping there'd be a toothpick in. Oh, there is. Yeah, I'm going to try to get some of this flux on there so that I can tin the wires. I guess I could just get up and grab a toothpick. There. Now those wires are together. Oh, wasn't there a Spice Girls song called Two Become One? So cringy. You've ruined the act, the Spice Girls. There we go. I twisted it differently on this one, just wanted to see what happened. I'm gonna use maybe, oh, is that a, no, I was kind of hoping that I was looking at a splinter of some kind. It's a wood shop, but there's no sawdust or splinters or anything. I'll just use this. And I'm gonna put a little bit of that right there. The flux makes the solder flow. Now that's useless. And you don't want to put the soldering iron too close to the heat shrink tube because it's heat which activates it. And there we go. When two become one. Beautiful. That's smart. A little bit of a ball in the end there. Now, take a lighter or whatever you use, slide the heat shrink tubing over the exposed wires and light it up. Fire it up. Oh, you already know what I did wrong. All right, let's redo it. If it ain't one thing, it's another. One way or another, I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fuck up one way or another. I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fucking
up every day, fucking up every way. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should turn the fan on. Okay, there's gonna be fan noise. That's the fan on low. Wow, this looks terrible. Let's just cut it off and start over. Let's do it live! Fuck it! I'll write it as I go. We'll do it live! Now, before I forget, I'm not going to forget a second time. Like George Bush said, fool me twice, that's, you fucked up. I will put the top piece on, and we're good. Clean this up a little bit. Nobody on repair YouTube wears gloves, but because it looks weird on camera wearing rubber gloves. But believe me, if I weren't feeling myself doing this, I would be wearing gloves. Flux is disgusting. All right. Shout out Ben. I just spent a few months at the dentist. I hope he's not watching. You know, it's go to the dentist. It's never as bad as you think. In your head, you're thinking, oh man, this is going to be terrible. It's embarrassing. People are going to see that I'm terrible with my teeth. But it's never as bad as you think. And if your dentist gives you shit, don't go to a different dentist. The dentist I had growing up, he was such an asshole that I, between 18 and 31, I never went to a dentist. I just thought all dentists were rude, condescending pieces of shit. And during those, 12 years, 13 years, I developed a little bit of a complex. An anxiety complex. But it turns out not all dentists are assholes. Just that guy. The hills are alive with the sound of heat shrink tape. A song they have sung for a couple of minutes. Oh wait, no, this is heat shrink tubing, not heat shrink tape. Here we go, we're back. Boom. You know, I did solve one problem in between the last time I live streamed and today. Rechargeable batteries. There's a little bit of a down payment investment in it, but it's ultimately, I think it saves you money, and it's less stressful than knowing that your batteries are about to run out and you got to go to the store and buy more. And who knows if it's more environmentally friendly. Honestly, batteries never seem like the most environmentally sound thing to begin with. All right. Same thing here. I'm going to cut a little bit off the heat shrink tube. And now we've got the wind blowing. So I'm going to set the pieces over here. Oh. Wind's whipping up a gale. Oh my goodness. I saw this fucking stupid Netflix movie the other day. It was The Last House or something? The Last House? That couldn't possibly have been the title. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was just called The Last House. But it was basically, you ever seen Bowfinger? Remember Chubby Rain? It was basically Chubby Rain, but it was Sticky Rain. And like one of the first lines in the movie was, I shit you not, everybody remembers where they were when the rain started. Which, of course, I immediately followed up with, we never saw much of the rain after that. Some people say it stole a Carmen Gia and took it to Mexico, and other people say it got really into the 60s, but we just never saw it again. Thinking, of course, this movie isn't stupid enough to actually say anything like that. It was very wrong. First of all, it turns out it's Cthulhu monsters. And one of the last lines in the movie is them sailing a stolen sailboat past the Space Needle. And you know what? I'm not even going to bother with the stick this time. I'm just dipping. Boom. Dip. We never saw the Cthulhu monsters after that. There were also some really good lines in there, like, after we were trapped in our houses, some people succumbed to the loneliness. Others found the embrace of being indoors. What's the moral of the movie? Are you trying to say that just stay inside, or are you trying to say something about the ocean? Oh, and there was a quote, like a Jacques Cousteau quote at the beginning, or Arthur C. Clarke. Why do they call it Earth when it's clearly ocean? It was neither a family drama nor a science fiction film. It was dumb as shit. Terribly acted. Oh my goodness. It's like they wanted to say something. But then, do you know what I did yesterday? I didn't want to be at home. It was Friday night. I didn't want to be here in the shop. So I thought, I'm going to go see a movie. This is going to be great. But there was nothing planned. There was the Matt Damon Odyssey movie. There was the Spider-Man movie. I've seen both of them. But there was also, it was called The Last House on Oak Street. The End of Oak Street. And I'll tell you what, suddenly it was very clear what Netflix was attempting to do with that house on The Last House on Oak, or the Last House. That was Netflix. You remember how the Asylum, they used to, you know, they did it with the Odyssey. They came out with like the Big Odyssey or whatever, and it's just some corny shit with terrible CGI and poorly acted, all done in front of a blue screen and green screen. Just, you know, cheap schlock. That is obviously what Netflix had sunk to the level. They heard that Ewan McGregor and the girl from The Devil Wears Prada were doing a J.J. Abrams movie about some family drama with traveling back in time and dinosaurs. And they made an Asylum version of that movie, which was a great movie. It was a lot of fun. Ewan McGregor doing his American guy accent, which was cute in Big Fish. But hey, look at that. But I definitely recommend the House on Elm Street, the Ewan McGregor movie, the J.J. Abrams joint. And Netflix, who released their Asylum-esque movie 1 week ahead of time, clearly is a ploy to get people to sign up for their shitty, mediocre service. shame on you. Just like shame on Greg Turkington for disobeying Tim. 2 shame on yous to Netflix, actually. I'm gonna go get a little garbage bag. If you signed up for Netflix just for the, these movies have very similar titles. The Last House, then they usually give you like a 7-day trial, so just cancel it. And I'll tell you a little secret, primewire.tf. Never have to roll the dice on another shitty Netflix movie. I have absolutely no moral qualms against using PrimeWire for trash, for Hollywood slop like that movie. But the House on Elm Street, or The End of Elm Street, I paid good money to see that movie, and I wasn't disappointed. Thought it was fine. I was trying to keep the cords out of the way, but who cares?
Oh, little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Oh, little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice and then you run. Oh, little sister, don't you do what your big sister does?
Everybody thinks Drake is the creepy one.
Oh, little sister, don't you? Blah, 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 blah. Blah. And the hills are alive with the sound of bullshit. A song they have sung for a couple of days.
Okay, we did that. We fixed that. Maybe we should plug it in and see if it works. Oh man, kind of running out of spots to plug stuff in over here. The soldering iron takes up space. And this wall behind me, that's not a real wall. I mean, it's a wall, but it doesn't have any kind of utilities or anything inside of it. It's just something I whipped up. Oh, it works. All right. We got audio signal. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to fuck with that right now. Okay. So, we fixed that thing. I was thinking next, maybe I was thinking of taking a look at the Autovari. Y'all might not know what the Autovari is. It's like a drum machine. It's the kind of drum machine that used to come built inside of Hammond organs, you know, like the grandma organs. That kind of thing. But they made like a standalone version of it. I don't know when this thing was made. Maybe it's got to be one of the OG drum machines, mid-60s. I don't know. But when I got it, it weighed a ton. A dude just sold it out to the back of his car. Yeah. It weighed a lot, and it wasn't something I would ever want to take out and like play live. But I thought, okay, if I put it in a new box, then I could take it out and play it live. But as soon as I opened it up, the IC boards, the integrated, the PCBs, they crumbled. They fell apart like they were graham crackers. And I don't know, it kind of works, but it doesn't work perfectly. The reason it's called the Autovari is because there are variations. There's 4 variations for each beat, and there are 16 beats. Yeah, 16 beats, 4 variations, 64 variations. And it works to the point where, like, one of the variations works, A, B, C, or D, I don't know which one. And sometimes one of the other variations will work, and there's lights that should light up that don't light up. So clearly, something's going wrong with it. I didn't do a very good job putting it back together. I just wanted it to work so I could do whatever it was that I was doing that day. I don't know what I was probably playing on the back patio of JJ's. And I just needed it to do something. And every time I think about fixing it, I don't know, I kind of lose. It's on top of a shelf. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to pull it down. I'm going to go get the Autovari. Fuck it. Now, if I had actually plugged in the audio input thing, then I could have some kind of music or something going right now. But oh, we're going to need to plug it into something to even test it. I might need. This is going to take up like most of the frame. Might need a notebook to write stuff down. You know, the instant I started moving the camera, I remembered that I've got like 14 other easier things I could fix. Dang it. Oh well, we'll take a look at the Autovari, but if I'm not feeling it, then it's up here somewhere. I see it. It's behind a bunch of bullshit. If it weren't for my lightning fast reflexes, we'd both be dead right now. Hey, this guy, he isn't exactly guitar related, but I feel like he might be fun to fix someday. It's audio animatronic Billy Bob. Well, a little super glue will fix that. Given to me by my homie, Aaron Fector, on January 29th, 2016? That doesn't seem right. I thought it was like 13 or 14. Sorry, Aaron, I broke the fucking thing. But I can fix it, I promise. You know, that's like the only reason I ever thought about buying a 3D printer was so I could 3D print the parts to get that thing going again. Aaron was very particular when he gave it to me. He's like, dude, the motors don't work. But I mean, it's just a fucking motor. Who cares? I'll get a different motor If it doesn't fit, I'll mount a different motor. But 3D printing, that would be awesome. This is a Korg monologue. Power switch failed. All I gotta do is put a new power switch in it. Haven't fucking done that. That's something I could do. It would be way easier than the Autovari. And, uh-oh. I seem to remember the Autovari came with, of course, this is how I die. It came with, I used to get a lot of use out of this, not so much anymore. And this thing, my dumbass was thinking about buying the Akai version of this thing. I never even fucking used this thing, so why would I buy the Akai version? Homie Calvin gave me this. And this is a little record player. It works, but I use it about as much as I use the SP404. All right, we got the Autovari. Wasn't I saying something? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh, 3D printer. Yeah, that would be sick, right? But if I just bought it for that one project, I don't feel like it would be worth it. I'm not good enough at AutoCAD to like make a part and send it off to get printed. I'd have to print a shitload of parts, one after the other, to get something that actually worked. What you looking at? Damn kids. Focus. Focus. Focus, Alex. That's the light over on the corner is actual sunlight, I think. Oh no, that's through the door. Yeah. I'll keep it so the sunlight is just off camera. Perfect. Another thing I've kind of been putting off is, that's just OSB board that I found on the side of the street. It doesn't look that great. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to put up some wood paneling. I got flux all over my hands. Now my hands are flux free. Oh, dude, found my water bottle. Nice. Kind of wondering where that was. While I'm over here, I'm gonna grab sparkling water. Only assholes don't drink Soleil. Are you an asshole? Whew. All right. Oh, you know what? I've got a schematic for this thing. Who knows if it's on this hard drive? Project 2023. I've got that Fender PA. Ah, son of a bitch, I do have him. Oh, a .nc. What the hell is that? Oh, FreeCAD. Oh, it had to be that. I think I put that on the little CNC. I've got a very small CNC. Okay, I'm gonna lower the aperture and try to get a little more, a wider depth of field. Which means I gotta now increase the ISO. Oh no, son of a bitch. This thing might have been shooting at 25 frames a second. If you just turn the wheel, it changes the shutter speed. Okay, that's like a wider depth of field. Right? How's that look? It's display. Oh yeah, the meter looks fine. I mean, it could go a little darker, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah. And down here. Hey, that works. Now, dude. The Autovari 64 service manual. Well, I'll be damned. Does it have a schematic in it? Perhaps we should read it. Blah, 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 blah. This section briefly describes the features and various functions. Okay. We already know what it does. That's what it looked like. And, well, that looks like it has some kind of music stand in the back. Mine didn't have the music stand. It had everything else, though. And it had that suicide cord. Connected to a death capacitor. This was absolutely the worst design power cord on planet Earth. I wonder if they got a picture of that. I'd be embarrassed to put that in the manual, though. I replaced it with a properly grounded and insulated cable. List of illustrations. Oh, man. Oh, it does have schematics. Nice. Theory of operation. Man, this is a wealth of knowledge. Let's see what else we got in here. Theory of operation. Oh, diagrams. Oh, they got a picture of the actual board. You don't know how helpful that is. That's amazing. Where was it? Oh, here. A picture of that board. Ah. Oh. Oh. It's, yeah, you'd get a kick out of this fucking thing. This is 100% analog. This is some kind of logic diagram. Parts list. All right, there's the thing. Okay, so over here, this is the rocker tab switch. That's never worked on this thing. I think I did get it working, but I switched it out for a different switch because that's a stupid switch. And the tempo knob was also the power knob. So in order to turn it off, you had to turn the tempo all the way down to nothing, and then it clicked. I could show you, because it's still there. It's the same knob. This knob right here. No, not that knob. This knob over here. This was the tempo. Look at that. I took the time to CNC one part of it, but then yeah. This is all supposed to be temporary. There it goes. See, it clicks. Off. Whose dumbass fucking idea was to put the tempo and the off switch on the same potentiometer? It doesn't make any sense. Put it on the volume. If you have to put it on anything, put it on the volume. Or just, I mean, you got to save money, I understand, but you've already got the clicky potentiometer, so use the clicky ones on the volume. Doesn't make any doggone sense, I tell you. But there are certain things about the Autovari that don't make sense. And there are certain things about the Autovari that'll blow your fucking mind. It's the reason I like it so much. It's back. Actually might take the next few seconds to drink something. Oh, I got a Soleil right here. Why would I drink anything else? I'm not some kind of fucking asshole. That's a delicious Soleil. Now my pants are chafing me. Oh, I never checked to make sure the audio was working. If the audio was working, someone say something. Oh, there's nobody watching. Bum ba bum ba bum 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 bum. Cookie-dough, 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 the mouse, cookie-dough, 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 the mouse, cookie-dough, 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 the mouse. Oh, Macarena. All right. I gotta plug the Autovari in. All right, I was cheating. I was drinking energy drink. Yep. Even when I'm sitting down, I'm so tall, I hit shit. Doctor says I need a Bacchiato. What's my little monitor? What's wrong with you, monitor? Now the little monitor is working. Let's see if we can't get this Autovari making some kind of sound. Now I'm going to push the soldering iron out of the way and turn it off. Because wouldn't that be something to tell the fire chief? Well, chief, the whole building burned down in an Autovari fire. Oh, that wire isn't in. Okay. That's just a lid. Nobody cares about this lid. Lid lives over there now. Is there a better way to frame this thing? Okay. Not quite ready to plug in the Autovari. I'm a little bit worried about fire. I've got a bunch of fire extinguishers in here, but the Gatovari is a mysterious machine. Whew, man, that is dusty as shit. Okay, I'm gonna go get a patch cord, and I'm gonna get compressed air. Oh shit, a spider. I don't like that spider. You know what, spider? I'm gonna let you live. Just don't get in my way. There's not even anything to eat in here, dude. Actually, I'm gonna trap him and put him outside. All right. The reason I'm doing this with the spider is because the spider is kind of entangled in the pneumatic air hose. All right, little guy. You're gonna have a hell of a lot more luck catching stuff outside, I promise. Okay, he's freaking out, he's freaking out. Here you go, be free. Thanks, Alex. Not a problem, spider. No problem at all. Now I can be free. You sure can. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know it. Like, subscribe. Thank you. That Guitar Meets Science guy, he really doesn't like TikTok. Neither does Dr. Grande. A platform called TikTok. Guitar Meets Science guy. Something tells me that he would strictly enforce his copyrights. Hey, look what I found. I wouldn't have found that if I hadn't got this compressed air. What else was I going to get? Oh, patch cord. Shit, I don't know if I need a balanced cord or a unbalanced. I'll grab unbalanced. If that turns out to be a bad call, I'll just walk right back across the room and I'll get another one. Another patch cord. All right, let's plug this fucker in. And I am officially out of outlets. Yep, we're doing this. That's probably good. I shouldn't plug an amplifier and a soldering iron into the same power strip as all the rest of that shit. That's the reason the fan caused the monitors to go off. It's drawing too much current. So instead I'll plug it into a different power strip. Whew, boy, this place really heats up when you turn the air conditioner off. This, wow, this extension cord is covered in machine oil. On the plus side, I suppose it'll make my hand's nice and shiny. Dude, the fall cannot come soon enough. Fortunately, in the Pacific Northwest, in the Puget Sound region, your summers don't last too long. Usually by the end of August, it's regular weather again. It's wild. When I lived in Florida, I mean, I was 23 when I lived in Florida, but everybody complained about the heat and the humidity. I never had a problem with it at all. But now here I am 20 years later, and shit. The temperature goes up 3 degrees and I sweat my brains off. All right. Now the pneumatic air hose is all mixed up with the power cord. More stuff I'm gonna have to clean up at the end of the day. You gotta do a full reset at the end of the day. You don't wanna have to wake up the next morning with stuff to clean. You do a full reset, just like at the end of every 90s sitcom. Full reset. Yes. All right. Now, let's plug in the AutoVary, see what happens. I didn't see a picture in the schematics of the cord. But it was the kind of cord where you plug this style of cord into the wall, and then it goes over here a little bit, and it's like this exact same one, which means when you plug it into the wall, there's another male plug just like right here with like live AC going through it. Whose fucking idea was that? What a terrible idea. I don't think you can blame that on the 60s because, I mean, electricity had been well studied by the 1960s. Oh, that fan feels good. Fan feels good, man. The AutoVary is plugged in. Let's see if anything happens. Wait, is it still the... This is the power switch now, right? I don't think it's doing dick. T is some button. Oh, this is the power switch. This is the power switch. I think it is getting juice. Hold on a second. Let me get the multimeter. The switch broke. I gotta get another switch. That's no problem. I got a ton of switches. Multimeter. Oh, I might be able to bust out the oscilloscope for this one. I'm running out of space on the bench, though. Now, let's see if I can't find a couple of switches. Maybe I can find the exact same switch. Ooh, here's some switches. That's a big, cool switch. Might be too much of a switch, though. Yeah, I think that's too much switch. I just need a simple on-off switch. Whew, got a lot of stuff. Oh, I might need that. That could come in handy. Alligator clips. Knobs. Oh, I got a whole drawer full of bearings. I got some, that's just a bunch of random stuff in there. No rhyme or reason. Hold on a second. What was in there? I got a buddy with an Explorer that it has one knurled black knob and the other potentiometer just doesn't have anything on it. So if I happen to find a knurled black knob, I'm going to grab it for him. I know where I'll find him. He hangs out at the same place every day. All right. Striking out on the switches. I don't know where else I would put them though. Oh, okay, I just found a drawer full of resistors. Low watt resistors, high watt resistors. All right, a shitload of capacitors. I think I'm on the right track here. I found all my Arduinos. Oh man, oh dude. Oh, these are potentiometers. Let's see if there's any switches in there. I got some good pots and some shitty pots. Oh yeah, dude, yes. One of these things, I'm gonna have to put that in the switcher at some point. Because the crossfader on the switcher, the linear potentiometer. Yeah, dude, I know I'm gonna hit some switches at some point. Oh, MOSFETs, those are kind of like switches. They're technically switches. Oh, I know I gotta be cupping up on some switches here. Imagine having all this crazy shit. I've got Zener diodes. And tell me I don't have any fucking switches. Damn, dude. Seriously? I got all this crazy shit. I don't have any on-off switches. I have one drawer completely devoted to Zener diodes. And no switches. I know what you're saying. You're saying, Alex, you could just like write the names of what's in the drawers on the drawer. But it just doesn't work like that. Because I'm switching the drawers around all the time. I'll dump stuff out of one of the big drawers and throw it in one of the small drawers. I guess I could write it on a piece of tape. I thought for sure there might be a couple of switches inside of that. Maybe I could do an electrical switch, an op amp and a relay. Dude. I don't believe it. Where else could there be switches, I wonder? I mean, it's just... Oh, well, this thing is big. Oh no, that's a on, off, on switch. These are the kind of switches they have in like Roland pedals, Boss pedals. They're on, off, but they're way too big. Well, I got one more place to look. See, I got some other stuff, like I got the orange drop capacitors over here with like the luthier related stuff. So I don't know why I put switches over here, but there's a chance the switches are over here. A lot of stuff got mixed up in the move.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, no switches in there. Then I got some other bins too with luthier parts in them. Oh, switches. Buttons. Buttons. Every once in a while I will, oh, knurled knobs. Oh, I got a knurl, oh no, it's got a line on it. I don't think it's had a line on it. I got a lot of silver knurled knobs. Well, these are kind of cool. These ones, I've got two of the kind with like mother of pearl in the top. In my opinion, those are nicer than the ones he's got. I'll ask him if he wants that. I've also got one with a line on it. I mean, he's gonna have to bust out the Allen wrench and put it on himself. I guess I can include a little Allen wrench. I got a couple in here. I took a side quest. Knurled knob side quest. Oh, it's the wrong size Allen wrench. Well, these ones don't even have Allen wrenches. They're just the push-on kind. Oh. All right, well, I found a couple of knurled knobs for the homies. Check them out if you want. Oh, buttons. Buttons, electronic stuff. Switches, come on, baby. Now they're all buttons. They're all just momentary buttons. Here's some switches. Now they're like guitar switches. Ooh, I did find a nice brush though. Now these kind of switches have to go on guitar. Oh, I found some other pops. Okay, I might be on the right track here. Potentiometers. These are the good potentiometers. Man, it is hotter than a motherfucker over here. Oh. Hey, this is actually pretty. I haven't gone through this stuff since I moved. I thought a lot of this stuff had been lost. Oh, here's a box full of shit. Oh, I got little, these things are buck converters. I got a bunch of those. Nice. Some little ICs, and here's what the hell they do. They're mixed, these buck converters are in the same box with like Telecaster cavity plates, because of course they are. Obviously, while I've been doing this, I've been thinking of like what I'm going to do if I can't find a switch. And yeah, I got an idea. Dude, it's cool to have one random parts bin in your shop. One random parts bin. But everything in here has become a random parts bin. All right, plan B. Also, I found this thing. Let's see if it even works. Yeah, it does. Nice. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Now my hands are covered in machine oil. So once again, I am melting over here. Knurled knobs for the homie. Put them over here next to my keys. So when I see him again, or when I leave the house, I'll remember to bring it to him. Now, I'm going to sit over here by the fan. I gave myself tennis elbow from playing the banjo. Hurts. All right, now I am going to drink this. Oh, let me show you what I found. Something just flew out of it. Ah, a tiny washer. Star Wars style. Can I stop? I can't stop halfway. Maybe I should be on this side. Split screen. Gotta have good timing. Never look at yourself in the mirror. All right, check it out. This thing, I forgot I own this. Put something in here, like a component of some kind, like let's say a capacitor. And then it'll check to see if it's a good capacitor. So let's say we take, turning the soldering iron back on. Maybe I should be on the other side. Fuck it. Turning the soldering iron back on, pointing the fan in a slightly different direction, pulling this stuff up. Soldering iron, soldering iron, soldering iron, yeah, yeah, soldering iron, yeah, yeah. She loathes you, yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess it should be on the other side, huh? Okay. Here. Nobody really cares about my face. I could always move it a little bit. I'm moving it in the wrong direction. Oh, I moved it too much. Look at this technological bullshit. All right. I think I'm in frame. Everybody in the comments, tell me if I'm in frame. That'll never get old. All right, let's blow this thing out. This is the side we're going to be working on. Oh, fuck me. Somehow this thing has survived. Oh, what's this? Well, this could be the power. Is it flashing? Oh, this is the Autovari slicker. So this is one. Oh wait. Let's look at the schematics. Knob, tempo, nope. Knob, volume, nope. Knob, measures, it's the measures knob. And what's the switch right next to the measures knob do? That's the measures knob. The switch right next to that is the toggle cap. What is it, toggle again? I don't know. But that makes this one over here, it makes that one, it makes this one the rocker tab switch assembly, which I never quite figured out what that does, because it's always been broken. And the thing next to it is tempo / power. Power doesn't do anything, which means this thing right here has got to be the power. Wait a minute. I think I just saw a light light up. Tempo? It does blink with the tempo. Or it could just be that when I moved it, it just caught a little bit of the sun, I think. That's all it was. These are old school little lights. All right. Let's try this again. Two. I guess we don't need to see my face for this. Keep going. We're going to measure I was going to say we should measure DC volts, but this thing's making, it's beeping. I mean, I suppose it's possible that the multimeter didn't survive. Fuck me. I'm going to see if I have another multimeter probe. The oscilloscope has a multimeter on it, but the workbench is already covered in a bunch of shit. Oh, this is like a multimeter probe. Come on. All right, cool. This other probe's going in the garbage. Well, I guess I suppose it doesn't have to. It looks like it can be replaced with a superior probe, but I don't own such a probe. Real professional, Alex. Making more messes I'm going to have to clean up later. Oh, it'd be cool if I had like an alligator style probe. These are all oscilloscope probes. Oh, wait, what's this? I do have an alligator style probe. It's red. Whatever, I'm going to use it. Oh, I see what's going on here. Oh. But do I have the black version of that? I do have the black version of that. Let's see if it fits in this. I can already kind of tell it doesn't. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, nice. Oh, it's extra long even. Okay. So, now I got the alligator clip style one. I bring this one over just in case. I don't need that one. I guess I'll bring that one just in case. And I don't see any other alligator clips. I wasn't expecting that to be a success at all. Let's see what I got. I'm sorry about the fan noise. Nobody's watching this shit anyway, so. And let's test for voltage. Can you see that? Sure you can. It is, oh, okay. Maybe I will get the probe. Put that right there. And grab this probe. All right. Testing for voltage. DC voltage. Nothing. AC voltage. Nothing. Where does the power come in? Power comes in down here. This fucked up rat nest. This thing is just jammed down there. I don't exactly want to touch this shit. Okay, it goes into this, and it goes into this transformer, and it comes out of the transformer. What does this potentiometer do? It's the tempo one that's all fucked up. I don't know what the hell that does. That might be an internal pot, not supposed to be accessed. I'm gonna try flipping this switch just to see what happens. Anything? The lights coming on? Nothing. Oh, the fuse. I should check the fuse. All right. Unplugging the Autovari. Continuity mode. Continuity. This is a test of the audience's patience. Oh man, that fucking tennis elbow. Call it banjo elbow. All right, I'm checking the continuity of this fuse, which I'm happy to say has been soldered in place. Oh, thank goodness. All right. It's unplugged now. Oh, there's two fuses. Checking the other fuse, continuity mode. Nothing. Oh, wait. Surely you can hear that beeping, right? I'm going to call that continuous. It's time to check AC voltage. I don't know where this wire, I think I do know where this wire goes. I think it goes, see, here's a bunch of wires. Wire. This thing's a fucking mess. See, if I knew how to design circuit boards, I could just go to PCB way. This switch looks like it's supposed to have stuff. What did we decide this does? Oh, I think it mutes it. Let's go back to this. The toggle cap. Motherfucker. What does the toggle cap do? I think the rocker tab is mute, but the toggle cap. I don't know. I also don't know if up is on or up is off. I didn't label it very well. Smells better. These brown wires go down to the power supply, which makes me think that, yeah, this thing here is the, oh, it's just off screen, isn't it? That this is the power switch. The blue thing is the tempo. No. The blue thing is it's a switch to turn the volume on and off. Since I don't know what that pot does, I'm going to leave it in the middle. Now, let's solder this. I mean, this isn't going to affect the sound at all, but this might be the volume. It might have gone right here. No, because there's two tabs sticking out of it. Tempo, volume, this one's the volume. And if you look here, it's a double pot. There are a couple of loose wires here going to nothing, but I bet, you know what, I bet those go to little LEDs. Maybe not that one though. That just goes to nothing. But again, that wouldn't keep it from turning on. Maybe it is turning on, but the lights aren't working. No, but it's not getting any juice. I'll try, okay, fuck it. I'll try plugging it in and just see what happens. I will plug the patch cord in first. I'll plug it in, okay. I'll plug the cantilevered side into the amplifier. Power to the amp. Volume is at 1. Everything's kind of just down at the bottom. This is the output. Theoretically, should be doing something when I plug it in. Volume. No. There's this switch down here. Man, I gotta tell you, I don't care that much about the Autovari. All right, I'll start probing DC voltages. Oh, it would help if I had this thing plugged into the right spot. Yeah, I had the probe plugged into the wrong thing. All right, let's test the voltages again. Nothing there. All right. I didn't want to do this. Probing AC voltages. I just don't want to mess with the power supply on this thing. It's ancient. And it's also a fucking rat's nest. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! A blinking light! You see that? It's getting power. All right. Never mind, I'm not touching the power side. So let's see what that blinking light does. If I change the tempo. You see that? It's attached to the tempo knob. Oh yeah! If I were a rich man, diddle 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 dum. If I were a rich man. It's missing some of the. There should be like hi-hats and stuff. What wasn't working before. There should definitely be hi-hats. This is where the Autovari really shines. You can press 2 at once. You can press 3 at once. My name is Maud. My name is Maud. So really it's more than 64 Varis. You can get as many Varis as you want. Oh, motherfucker. Well, you know what? I'm happy that the power supply works, because if it was a busted power supply, I would have given up. I don't want to deal with it. But apparently it is. And Vari A is working, Vari B is working, Vari C is working, Vari D is not working. And neither are a lot of the different sounds. So I think now, I'll try to figure out what some of these other knobs and stuff do. After a quick break. So I want this side or the other side? There, perfect. No one ever wanted anything more than this. It's pretty much perfect. It's the same button, it's doing something totally different. This is why the Autovari is totally loved by everyone. Oh, we lost it. Sorry, Autovari. I'll never forget the love we shared. I'm going to say the reason it stopped is because of some kind of short. Flew too close to the sun. Oh, it's the shitty on-off switch. I just had to short it and it turned back on. Oof. Now what? All right, I'm gonna always on it. Let's find a piece of wire or something I can. Are you not entertained? Well, I don't want to sacrifice the one alligator clip. Fuck it. All right. Sacrificing the alligator clip. Yeah! Volume knob doesn't work. What is that fucking noise, Clark? I'm turning the measure button. This is all the way to the right. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not going to do anything. It's not plugged in to anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I think it's 8/4, but turning it does nothing. That's because most of these wires aren't plugged into anything. If you listen really closely, you can kind of hear the hi-hats. Chew on that for a minute. Another classic beat brought to you by the Autovari. Where would 20th century music be without the Autovari? I think I need a haircut. All right, in order to hear the Autovari, because the cymbals are playing, they're just playing really low. I took the earphones out. So if the audio doesn't sound good, loud enough, let me know in the comments. It's the bald spot. It's just another reason for me to hate myself. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck the dick. Get the fuck out after your time. And I hops in my ride to make a quick run. I used to know a bitch named Eric Wright. We used to roll around and fuck the hoes at night. Tighter than a motherfucker with the banks to beat. And we was ballin' on the motherfucking Compton streets, yeah. Shit got deep and it was on. #1 song after #1 song. Long as my motherfucking pop. At least the cowbell works. Okay, that was a lot of fun. Let's read off exactly what the noises should be. We should be getting, I'm going to lift up these two capacitors. All right. I'm lifting up these two capacitors, and I want to get it on film in case they snap off. Still working? Still works. Okay, what do we have? We have test clock and NC. And there's no wires coming out of either of those, which of course makes me want to plug an output into them. But I'm not going to do that right now. I can do that later. Oh, this is the whole reason I was going to take a fucking break. Oh, that's the best one yet. Why hasn't anybody sampled this? Oh, that last button doesn't work. I think it's physically limited. Like it works, I just can't push it in. Oh, that one doesn't want to go in either. Ah! What the fuck is that? Okay, what instrument is that? All right, there's a test clock and NC. Those are NA. They just aren't plugged into anything. Test clock is just going to be a I guarantee it. There's snare, bass drum, cymbal, marimba? Marimba? I don't think that the parakeet noise is the marimba. Clav, so that'd be clave. That would be like bongo, conga, cowbell. We already know cowbell because the cowbell actually kind of works. Rim shot. So like that. Maybe it's that. Sand block. What the fuck is sand block? There are a couple of other places where there's letters and stuff. Down here. Sand block, cymbal, maracas, high frequency out. Well, that noise certainly was high frequency. Brush, frequency out, bongo, conga, clave, bass drum, rim shot, cowbell, snare drum. So it's, I guess, safe to say that a lot of those don't work. That's probably cowbell, right? What's that boom, 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 boom? Is that supposed to be a bass drum? What's up? What the fuck is that supposed to be? Snare? Is that snare? I think that's snare. I think what went wrong in the circuit to make that a snare drum? I got that to work by pushing down. I'm just like physically pushing down. No, that's, so that is a snare drum because the snare drum just started. unless there's two snare drums on top of each other, which make the snare drum. Is there two snare drums? There are two snare drums. That's what it is. That with the that's the snare drum. He doesn't work. All right, so something else I learned from that test is that all of the Varis work, but not all of the lights light up. These are 60-year-old incandescent lamps, so either the lamps themselves have just died, or this piece of shit circuit board is just broken. Needs to be. It's such a simple. Okay, here. Let's get a little close up. What do you say? This is 24. This is 28 through 70. And there's some shit on the lens. And it's also an actual lens, like a Sony lens, so it'll, like the autofocus and shit will work. The one I got in there is a Nikon lens, which I feel is a superior lens, but none of the what in the name of God are we looking at right now? What the fuck is that? Well, that, I don't understand. What the hell is that? It looks like the live feed from a bar. Fucking hell. All right, that's weird, dude. I don't understand that one bit. I'm gonna turn the camera, oh. Okay. Autofocus. The biggest problem though is I don't know how to change the f-stop. I use manual lenses like 100%, so. All right, this is it wide open. I'm going to preview, I can't see the monitor on it, right? And now over. Okay. See, there's some interesting things happening here. like this piece of wood here, that was me just wanting to get the thing working so that I could go do whatever it is I needed to do that night. That wasn't me thinking of the fucking future in any way, shape, or form. Oh, now it's doing a fade. No, I want to do the other fade. Damn it. Mix. Nope. Wipe. Yeah. That's what I want. What does Preve do? Oh, previews the wipe. What is FTV? Oh, fade to black. I don't want preview anymore. Well, that's fucking useless. Wipe, Star Wars style. If only they had a star wipe. Guy at the station said he's never seen so many star wipes in one commercial. So underneath that mystery piece of wood with the two wood screws sticking out of it, there is holy shit, those the ones that like fade with the white look so bad. Like it looks like video toaster bad. I'm gonna finish eating this. Damn it. Who stopped the beat? Oh, did my things come undone? Yeah. It was just a power supply. All right, one more time. I'm gonna solder this again. The machine is unplugged. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna eat my muffin. Delicious. That's a pretty good lens. It's not as wide, but it's decent. I think that 24 is with an adapter anyway. I think that it's actually probably closer to like 28 or 30. Just want to slam it, get it the hell out of the way. All right, I can rest when I'm dead. Listen, if I know the people, and I think I know the people want auto-varying music. So let's give the people what they deserve. Not just what they want, what they deserve. Everybody deserves the smooth sound of the Autovari. Sorry, spoiler alert. You guys haven't heard the snare drum yet. Who stops the beat? It's 199 Trey, so let me just play it. Snoop Dogg, I'm on a mic, I'm back with Dr. I'm gonna bridge this. But this time, I'm gonna hit your ass with a touch. Soldering with my right hand. I don't know if this is gonna go too well. To leave motherfuckers in the daze fucked up. So sit back, relax, and the new jacks get smacked. It's Snoop Doggy Dogg, I'm at the top of the stack. I'm on black for a second, and I'm still checking. The dopest motherfucker that you're hearing on the record is me. You see, S-N-double-O-P, D-O-double-G-Y, the D-O-double-G. Fly as a falcon soaring through the sky, and I'm high till I desire reside. Blow up your mouth like I was Dizzy Gillespie. I'm crazy, you can't faze me. I'm the SOS, I'm fresh, I don't fuck with the stress. I'm all about chronic, bionic, you see. Every single day chilling with the D-O-double-G's. P-O-U-N-D, that's my clique, my crew. You fuck with us, we got to fuck you up. I thought you knew, but yes, still. That was maybe like 3 different Snoop Dogg songs all slammed into one. Cha, I grew up in the suburbs. We were issued that record at birth. Cha. I'll take cream of some young guy. Hey, you know what? Wayne's World holds up. Fuck. Well, you know what? This is the power switch. It's definitely, obviously, the power switch. So here's what I'm going to do. Instead of getting it back on the power or whatever switch, the busted power switch, I'm just going to throw one of these green guys over it so it doesn't short on a bunch of stuff. Although there isn't a full current going through it. This goes to a relay or goes to an op amp or something. Like it goes to a transistor switch. And so all this is like 3.3 or 5 volts. It isn't real power. And then I'm going to take the lighter. I'm going to take the lighter and I'm going to burn this place to the ground. Here. That's pretty good. But now I'm going to label it because I really have no fucking idea what any of this shit does. I'd like to use a white pen because it contrasts better with blue. But for a white pen, I'd have to walk all the way across the room. You know what? Fuck it. I'm walking across the room. All right. White pen obtained. Also grabbed a Sharpie just in case, and a China marker. That's what Captain Steve says all the time. You got to anticipate the problems you're going to encounter. You know, I'm trying to be more like Captain Steve. Now, I'm going to use this blue tape to mark what this thing is. And just like the dude and the bear, I'm going to make this nice and neat. These pens aren't that great. So, I mean, they're great, but like they're a little sloppy. power. Yeah, I can already tell. I'm not going to use that. Sharpie. Wonder how this would operate. Let's find out. China marker on blue tape. It's all right. Sharpie it is. All right, now we know that this is power. Let's plug the thing back in. Because not having the Autovari, it's pure death. All I want to do is dance to that fucking Autovari. Come on. Yeah! I thought I'd try a different thumbnail. The other one was kind of generic. So I put my face in one. Every time I try to pose for a picture, I look ridiculous. I've been told that my entire life. So now it causes me anxiety anytime I try to pose for anything. Like, didn't Elaine Bennis have a similar problem? Well, she had a lot of problems. That was a Phillips head screw. It's going in the garbage. Oh, the snare drum's gone. I want the snare drum to come back. Snare drum! We gotta figure out what this knob does. Turning knobs and doing stuff, getting high all of the time. We're doing things with the Autovari today, yeah. Today is the Autovari every day. Autovari every day. Autovari. Autovari, yeah man, hey, it's the Autovari. Okay, it's the Autovari. Mean different varies of an automatic type. Hey, everybody, it's the Autovari. Autovari, it's the Autovari. 6-4, it's the Autovari today. To the stove to get me a 6-4. I'm gonna chuck that. I've accumulated a lot of garbage today. Auto. I'd like the snare drum to come back. Oh, there's a electrical tape on this. A bunch of bodge wires. Bunch of bodge wires. A, B, C. They're all kind of lighting up now. If you fuck with it. A, B, C. And the D, the variation is working, but it's not lighting up. Let's get that clave back in here. Wait, did we establish yeah, cowbell. And then what was the one with that super high pitch noise? Giving the life back to music, giving the life back to music. Everybody everywhere wants to hear the Autovari. Everybody all the time, all they want to do is dance to the Autovari. Dancing, dancing, dancing to the Autovari. Dancing, dancing, dancing to the sweet sounds. Dancing, dancing, dancing to the Autovari. La 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 in the brown. I'd like to thank the Hammond Organ Corporation for making this thing. Autovari, auto time, Autovari. This chip right here, that looks relatively new, does it not? Everything in here looks like it was made in 1963, except that. That might be a replacement. Autovari, 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 auto, yes. Autovari, 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 auto, variations, automatic Vari machine. Hey, girly boys, get a room. Stop turning off. Oh, hell yeah, now that's a dope beat. I got to remember that one. That's 2 and 5. Button 2 and button 5. 2, 5. Oh, shit. I almost snapped another board. I think I should really get that linear potentiometer fixed. Oh, I was looking for that. This guy. Okay, I think I'm at a point now where I was about to tear the whole thing apart, completely tear it all the way apart. But I might be able to get away with tearing it down this much. Unless I have to get underneath this board here, which I might have to. It's kind of a pain in the ass to test components, which are still in the board. And since these are all really old, there's a good chance that they're just fucking toast. A lot of the capacitors, like these film capacitors, don't usually go bad. And these kinds here, the tantalum ones, they usually don't go bad either. And these old resistors, they don't usually go bad, and the transistors shouldn't go bad. But like this guy here, definite going bad potential. I'm just going to unplug the soldering iron for a minute. Get out the way. Like, okay, so these electrolytic capacitors definitely could go bad, but if those ones leaked, then nothing would work. They look power side. I'm going to turn the music back up and start spinning some of these trim pots. See if that makes any of the noises come back. Oh, this is SandBlock. SandBlock just isn't working. Checking for loose connectors. I mean, these connectors are old. All right, nothing. This is the low frequency trim pot. So this would be the low frequency completely off. Maybe it's just like up to your home preference. Like, how are you supposed to know what the fuck it's supposed to sound like? It was up all the way. What it was at. If you turn it all the way off, you can kind of hear the snare drum. I'm just going to turn it to the middle. It's in the middle. white noise. See, that's how all the like, that's all white noise. So I think the white noise circuit might be bad because it should be going crazy right now. I'll turn there's low is all the way down, white noise is all the way up. All the way up, it just sounds like static. All the way down, nothing. So yeah, it's working. It just isn't working properly. I think this is a loose wire somewhere. Oh, okay. That's the cymbals all the way off. So no hi-hat, should just be the snare drum. That's cymbals way up. Once again, I think I put the cymbals in the middle. And hand block, nothing at all. Hand block circuit is dead. And this is high frequency adjust. So this is high frequency all the way off. High frequency all the way up. Just like low, I'll just put it in the middle. So somewhere the high frequency. Now if I had the oscilloscope, I could trace this, but the desk is already yeah, the desk is just covered in shit, so there's not a whole lot of room for an oscilloscope. I guess I could put it here. I could, we fixed the microphone preamp earlier for the audio input for the live stream. So for the next one, like tomorrow, I could, instead of using this amp, I could just plug the Auto-Vari into the mixer, and then we could fuck off with the amp entirely. And then I wouldn't have to mess with treble and the bass, because, I mean, how am I supposed to make this thing sound correct if this thing's got, it's the Champion 2. Champion 2. When I bought it, I didn't know it was like a digital effects amp. It was like $50. I didn't realize I'm gonna have to deal with it. I just want, like, the Champ. I saw Champion, and I thought, okay, it'll be like the Champ. Just like a bare bones, extremely basic, good sounding amplifier. Nothing like the Champ. Try running a fucking guitar through this thing. You'll never know it. Let's try getting those high frequencies back. Volume does nothing. Oh yeah, what does this do? This is some kind of trim pot. I don't think it's supposed to go on the outside. Set it in the middle. at the schematic. What do you say? Ugh. Man, I'm fucking disgusting. All right. Schematic. Hey, what's this? Get the fuck out. Hey, it's Carl. Carl. Wait, don't look at my desktop. And we'll turn that off. Ah, fuck it, we'll leave it. Where did I put it? Projects 2024, Autovari. All right, let's enjoy reading this together. Ah, you don't need my stupid face. I just worry that someone will click on this stream and they'll see a PDF of a service manual and immediately click off. So let's see what we got. Let's go up to the top. What is inside of this? General, 16 rhythm patterns, variation switches, A, B, C, and D, automatic variation control switch. Oh, that's what that fucking thing does. It switches between them automatically. Okay. Let's see if we can find that. So here's the Vari thing. So like A, B, C, and D. And since I was fucking around with it, it's not working. And this thing, I think this is the automatic variation switch. So that'll make it switch, just automatically go through the variations. Ah. I can't think of another switch that might be. Except it might be this thing, but I think that this thing is this switch right here. I think that switch is, where's the picture? This thing, which is the sound on, sound off switch. So I wouldn't want the auto Vari switch to be on all the time. And we know that the sound off switch is not working, or it's not doing anything. Or else there would be no sound. I wonder if it actually does do anything. Let's find out. It does do something. All right, so this switch here is the sound on, sound off switch. We got one solved mystery. Now, maybe I should have read the manual to begin with. What am I, some kind of regular human being? Okay, now, so we know the 16 rhythm patterns, buttons. We know the variation switches. We know the automatic variation control switch. Hold on a second, I should mark that. Automatic variation control switch. Black button. Automatic variation switch. Auto variation. Oh, that's why it's called the auto vari instead of just the vari. Auto variation. CTRL switch. Man, we're solving mysteries left and right. All right, now we know about the automatic vari. I just lost my monitor. What do you want to bet I'm going to knock 15 plugs out trying to get this one plug back in? You know, I scored this pretty sweet monitor at the Goodwill. Cost me like 19 bucks. But it doesn't always work perfectly. It works really well, but it could just be the power plug. What does Dave Jones say? He says always you start at the, well, he says first you take it apart. Don't turn it on, you stupid fucking asshole. Take it apart. And then he says start at the power supply. You don't start up in the weeds. You don't diagnose the health of a tree by looking at a leaf. You start at the base of the tree. Okay. Delicious. Now, silent sound rocker switch. We already figured that one out. Foot switch input. I don't know if I have that marked. Ah. I don't have it marked. I'll mark it now. This is the foot switch input. All that does is turn the sound on and off. I'm not putting them around the wires because the wires have a tendency to fall off. And then might as well do the output. All right. Tempo control. It's not marked. Well, oh yeah, I marked it on the... It couldn't be anything other than tempo, so I'm not going to fuck with that. Hey, how did it do that? You can do that? What happens if you copy it? That's wild. I didn't know you could do that. Computers. Beat indicator lamps. Balance control. Oh! That one knob, it's the left and the right. Oh, motherfucker, it is a balanced. I bet it is a balanced cable. Let's try it out. Well, maybe not. It's hard to say. I'll tell you why. Okay, when I was over there, when I was grabbing a balanced cable, I happened to find the old cord that I used to use on the Autovari when it was actually working. And it's this. It's 2 patch cords I zip tied together. This is just an unbalanced mono cable, which I'd put in the foot switch so that I could control it being on and off with my foot. And then this was the output cable, which is clearly just a mono cable. And it was working before with this setup. But let's try a balanced cable just to see if... Woo! I'm kicking up a lot of dust. Kicking up dust and I don't give a goddamn! This is such a shitty cable. I don't know if it'll even work. Like on a normal known working instrument, I don't know if this cable would work, but let's see. No, and I'll tell you how I know, because this is the output, and there are only 2 wires coming out of it, and you can tell that they've only ever had 2 wires coming out of it. There's no solder on these other leads, there's no solder at all. Which means there's never been anything soldered to it. It's definitely a mono output. Now, I'm going to throw that over there so it doesn't get in the way, and plug the other one back in. That would have been a nice fix though, just having the wrong cable. But that'll fuck you up, having those balanced, non-balanced cables. Maybe I can put that on a t-shirt. I'm not capitalizing on the merch anyway. I could capitalize on that merch. Okay, balance control accessory model only. So what does that fucking knob do? Let's turn it some more. I think it might be alternating between high and low frequencies, but since we already know that the high frequencies aren't working, that it's not doing shit. It is doing some kind of balancing, but I just don't know what. So I'm putting it in the middle. So that must mean that this is the accessory model. 4 play-along voices. I don't know what that is. Auto accompaniment. Continuous touch starts with, oh. The foot switch reset I know, but the continuous touch start switch? Interesting. Oh, okay, and the shit. List of illustrations. They didn't have to put all this stuff in there. That is a, you know, they really don't make instruction manuals like this anymore. How the organ operates. General. This section briefly describes the features and various functions of the Autovari units. There are basically 2 models. 1. The accessory model. Dude, it highlights stuff. That's fucking incredible. This is an old-ass PDF. Who knows when this thing was scanned? That's brilliant. The accessory model, a self-contained unit with its own power source, but does require an external amplifier and speaker. It does not have the auto accompaniment features or play-along voices. I don't know what that is. I don't think mine has had it. Let's find out though. The in-build version is assembled into and part of the, oh, okay, got it, yeah. Understood. So the accessory model is the one that sits on top of the organ. That's the one we have. And then there's the inbred version, which is the one that comes inside the organ. The one that, you know, our grandmas all had in their basement. I guess if you were born after 2000, then it would be your great-grandmas. The olds. Purple hair, red hats. Assembled into the organ, it has the added features of auto accompaniment and the play-along voices. I don't know what the fuck that is. Though the rhythm units and functions are identical in each organ model. Oh, really? So I could just buy like a gutted Hammond organ and swap out the busted parts. Nice. Though the rhythm units are units and functions are identical in each organ model, it is used. The control panel and mountings will differ due to cabinet styling and color. The Autovari is comprised of the following features. The 16 rhythm patterns are controlled by 16 interlocking push buttons, which can be depressed singularly or in 2 or 3 pattern combinations. I think you can actually do more than 3, but you have to start holding them in, like, you know, with more than 3 is okay, but 4, you got to use the fingers. You got to keep them pressed. That's not a problem for Daft Punk, so it shouldn't be a problem for you. 2 of the 16 buttons select 3/4 time rhythm patterns. The other 14 are 4/4. So 2 are in 3/4 and the other ones are in 4/4. I think it was the first 2 buttons that are in 3/4. But if you start pressing lots of different buttons, then it's weird. Like, and you get this knob. I think we're going to get to the knob in a second here. There are 4 lighted variation switches which select any one of 4 variations of the 16 rhythm patterns. We already know what those 4 buttons are, right? We've looked at them a bunch here. Boom. A, B, C, D. A, B. Come on, A. Come on, rhythm button A. Why can't you be more like rhythm button C? D is the black sheep. Okay. There are 4 lighted variation switches which select any one of the 4 variations. Can you imagine grandma at church, like pressing 3 of the buttons at the same time with the automatic variation thing, just like cycling through these fucking things? When would you ever hear that at a church? Automatic variation control. The above mentioned variations can be activated automatically by selecting the AutoVary switch to any of the 6 measure rates. If the measure rate knob is placed in the 2 position, every 2 measures a new variation will be selected. That's what that does? Oh, I thought that was like time control. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, they gave it a very strange name. Automatic variation control switch with knob. Okay. That's this guy right here. This is the knob. All the way to the left looks like it's half. So if the measure rate knob is placed in the 2 position, every 2 measures. So this is half. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. So every 16 measures, or every half measure. Got it. But that has to be on, otherwise it doesn't auto vary. That's why it's called the auto vary and not just the vary. Cool, now we know that. I should have read this manual well over 10 years ago. Shit, when did I get this thing? 2011, 2012. Kate was still alive. I got it and immediately it found a home in Jose's practice space. That there were these practice. Oh, it's still there. Crybaby. Yeah, that was fun. We'd sit down there and just, man, that's where the AutoVary really hit its stride. Oh, those are fun days. That was a long ass time ago. Foot switch input. We already know what that is. A foot switch jack is provided on the rear of the accessory model for installing a foot switch. Input circuitry, yeah. We all know what a switch is. Tempo control. Well, this highlight is pretty cool. Oh, you can draw on it? What? Oh, this is terrific. What's it doing? Okay. I feel like there's so much stuff to explore. That's supposed to be yellow? Is that like yellow to you? Oh. Yeah, on the monitor it looks straight orange, but on like the master out monitor, like the big monitor, it's yellow. But on my shitty little computer monitor, it's orange. I guess maybe that's why my all my color grading makes people look like The Simpsons. What else do we got? Tempo control. All right, the tempo rate can be varied from 12 to 75 measures per minute. And of course, like obviously when any musician plays, we all go by MPM, measures per minute. We all know what a fucking measure per minute is. It's safe to say, you know, I'd say it's safe to say that it just goes from unbelievably slow to way too fucking fast. Let's give an example. Hold on. Wait a minute. According to the manual, this is one measure per minute. I mean, it's super slow, but I don't think it's one measure per minute slow. Oh, 12 measures a minute. Okay, that makes more sense. Isn't my face yellow? Through 75 measures a minute, which is pretty fucking fast. Patriotic dog, patriotic dog, patriotic dog, patriotic, patriotic, patriotic dog. All right, back to the boring shit. So now, yeah, that answers the question. 12 measures a minute, but how fast is the tempo? Volume control. This full range volume you know what it doesn't say? That the on and off switch is also the tempo control. Because once again, if you turn the tempo all the way down, the machine turns off. Brilliant engineering. This whole thing is an amazing machine, but they fucked that part up. They also fucked up the power cord. Power cord was a bad idea. First thing I did is I changed that fucking power cord out. This full range, this full range volume control varies the rhythm voice from silent to maximum output. On in-build models, this control allows the rhythm pattern to be silenced so that only the auto accompaniment can be played without hearing the rhythm pattern. That makes sense to me. Beat indicator lamps. The 3 lamps display the tempo and the measure of the rhythm unit. The tempo and the measure of the rhythm unit. The 2 red lamps are for measure, 1 and 2, and are on during the complete measure. A yellow lamp is used as tempo light and flashes 3 times per measure for waltz and 6/8 march patterns, and 4 times, oh, okay, let's check that out. Can you see it? So these are really old LEDs. Focus, focus, focus. That's pretty good. Okay, now let's turn the tempo up. Up here, black screen, maybe that'll help. Sorry. Let's crank the tempo. Okay, well, obviously the yellow one isn't working. But why not? Let's test the voltage. It shouldn't be clocking too much voltage, but it should be clocking something. This would be easier to read on an oscilloscope. It's a diode. All right, we got 5 volts going in. I think there's a chance that this diode is not good. Let's give it a shot here. I'm gonna clip it. Where's the... Looking for the clippers, looking for the clippers, looking for the clippers, man, looking for the clippers, man, the Victoria Clippers, man. Pizza guy, pizza guy, pizza, 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 pizza guy. Oh, you said guy. Diode mode. When was the last time you used diode mode, huh? Oh, you know what I could have done if I hadn't clipped it so short? I could have put it in this thing. Well, let's give it a shot. Let's give diode mode a shot. I don't know which side's plus and which side's minus on the diode. We got nothing on that side. There's nothing on that fucking cover. I think it probably is getting voltage. It's just a blown ass old diode. Now it's a blown ass old diode on the other side of the room. I think there's probably like a next to zero chance that I've got another fucking old ass diode. Gosh, at one point I did have some old ass diodes, but I think I got rid of a lot of that stuff. I do have these diodes though. Ergobleds. I don't think the Ergobled will work. Ergobled requires more than just an input and an output, right? Yeah, I think you need to actually run those things on a microcontroller. Where would I find another diode? Like you know what I mean, a LED. I got this weird strip of shit, but I have no idea how to use it. Oh, fuck me. No, never mind. I remember what these are. Yeah, these are surface mount LEDs. No, these things, oh, hell no. I just pulled the little thing off the back of it and then 10 of them fell out. So no, those are the wrong things. I mean, they would work, but I need a microscope to solder them on. I wonder if I could. I mean, I could test my soldering. No, they're way too small, dude. Way too fucking small. I mean, I just dropped 10 of them. I can't find a single one. No, I can't find any of them. I just dropped a bunch of them, but I can't find them. An Ergobled. What do you need to... 5-volt ground. Well, we could just try and see what happens. I don't know if it's gonna do fucking shit, but we can try. All right. Once again, let's test the voltage. And it's flipping on and off. So I think it's actually getting power. This is negative, this is positive. Purple, negative, green, positive. Purple, negative, green, positive. Purple, negative, green, positive. Ground. Oh shit, it's doing something. It's red. Hey, that works for me. Purple, negative, green, positive. 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 Okay. Now, are they all red? Because red is confusing. They appear to be all red. Oops. I just scared myself. like a splinter got me, but anytime you feel anything sharp when you're holding electronics, you just kind of freak out a little bit. I might have fried that one. It's okay, I got a whole box. Now, I'm gonna go get a toothpick. Toothpick. Here we go. Purple negative, green positive, 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 positive. We had these security guards outside after the building burned down, but the security guards haven't been around in a minute. So you can't really see anything. Uh-oh. Sorry, that was a mistake. I'm trying to bust up the... Oh. Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to open the aperture a little bit so it's a little bit brighter. Okay. Should I even try this split screen? Kind of works, I guess. Nah, fuck it. Well, it's definitely more interesting when you can see my face. I'm going to apply a little bit of flux to this thing. And now I want to hold it. And I don't know where my little jaws went, so I think I will, this ought to be sufficient. Oh, no, it won't. I mean, it looks totally overboard, but this is the best solution I got right now. Yeah, I think I just have a little splinter in my finger because once in a while, my finger just hurts. All right. It needs to be, if I want her to be on camera, it's got to be here. All right, don't move it from that location. I'm doing the ground side. Now the negative side, I'm just tinning the pad. I did too much, but I don't have any solder wick with me. Let's see if I can soak it up with the tip. That looks fine. All right. This side is ground. That's a super duper long lead. Yeah, fuck it. This Ergobled is not going to be the final LED. Famous last words. I mean, I do intend to replace this with an actual LED at some point. It's especially unhelpful that it's fucking red, just like the other ones. But. And then, oh, it's still plugged in. Huh. It's weird. It must be oscillating at a rate which isn't conducive to the camera frame rate. Because on the camera, on the screen, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But in real life, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So maybe that's just slightly off on the frame rate. There, you can kind of see it. I wonder if there's a way to manually activate the yellow, or if that's just what you get. Whatever, it works now. So, I wonder if we can calculate just what the hell is supposed to be going on here. The reason I'm using you is because you're black, you fucking thing. Come on. This is also black. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to indicate. Oh, I think it's also on a. So I have it set to what I think is a 4/4 rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and set to something. One and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2. What the fuck? What kind of beat is this? One and two, three, four, one and two, three, and two, one, two, three, 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 one, two, three. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 2 3 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's what it is. One. That's a measure. So this is one measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 then this 1 and 2 and 3 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and you can barely see it but it's marking it's 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 got it. Figured it out. We figured out the mystery of the lights. Now let's tie them all together because they kind of go together, I guess. What does it say? The two red lamps are for measure 1 and measure 2. Got it. Yellow lamp is the tempo light. So beats per minute. Got it. Tempo LEDs. And this one is measure 1 and 2 for these guys. I don't know which one's 1 and which one's 2, so I'm just going to bundle them together. Bundle and save. And now, this one is BPM. It's, now I wonder if I can, if it is indeed the frame rate. So, if I change the frame rate, well, now you can see it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Huh. Interesting. On the camera screen itself, you can see it flashing. On the monitor, you cannot. Yeah, like it looks intermittent on the monitor. But let's try changing the frame rate, see what happens. Yeah, changing the frame rate. So right now the frame rate on the picture on the left is 125, 25 frames a second. or I'm sorry, the shutter speed. The shutter speed. And now it's back up to, I mean, the frame rate is set at 23.975 or something. And the shutter speed is at 1/50th. It's called the 180 rule. But if I drop it down, then the shutter speed interacts better with the blinking light. So that answers that. If I bumped up the frame rate to 30 frames per second and the shutter speed to 1/60th, then you'd be able to see it. But the stream itself, the stream box is set to 24 frames per second, so we can't do that. I feel like we made a lot of progress today on the Autovari. Let's keep going down the list of stuff. I'm not quite ready to quit. Let's make sure the stream is still going. I haven't been monitoring the stream at all. It could have quit a long time ago. Oh, nice. We've been going for almost 4 hours, 10 views, average duration 40 seconds. I've been screaming into the void. Well, it's a good thing I busted out the big guns for this. I mean, I thought the Autovari would draw them in. Or I chose it at random. I dragged it off of a shelf. I've got so much shit I need to fix. Including my life. Let's go back to this. All right, we got that. Now, balance control, accessory model only. Now, we were wondering what that one knob did. Now we're going to find out. Mounted on the rear panel of the unit. That's why, okay. Yeah, I thought it was some kind of internal trim pot. But it is an external trim pot on the back side. Oh, I just lost it. There it goes. Mounted on the rear of the unit, this control has a center detent. I didn't notice a detent at all. The control is used to adjust the high and low frequency content. That's what I figured. That's why the one side was really boomy and the other side didn't do shit. This adjustment may be necessary to compensate for differences in sound systems or room acoustics. Following features pertain to in-build model only. That's not us. I am interested in what they do though. So let's, real quick, let's mark that thing. I'm gonna try to push these up so that we don't want it to short. That ought to be good. It took me a minute to figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It isn't perfect. So let's label this thing, this mystery pot. I'll never make that recipe again. This mystery pot, last used to boil mac and cheese. It appears to have all the wires soldered into it. I mean, it was working. You know, for this one, I'm gonna, since there's 4 wires coming out here, since there's 4 wires coming out of it, I've noticed that the wires tend to get, if one wire falls off and it flies across the machine, then I don't know what the hell it does. So these ones I want them to stick together. This is low. High, low. It's supposed to have a center detent. Well, it was doing something earlier, but now it's not doing anything. So just do a cursory glance here. If it's still plugged into anything. What a rat's nest. One wire goes to the foot switch. Why not? One wire goes to, who fucking knows? One of them has to be ground. And the other one goes to, turns into 2 wires. Fuck, I'm not fucking with that right now. There was a lot of profanity in this stream, but if this were later on, you know, later on in my YouTube career when I'm making money on this stuff or whatever, I'll take it easy on the sailor talk. Let's figure out what this stuff was. 4 play-along voices. I was very curious. These voices are activated by slide switches on the control panel. They are brush and snare drum triggered by the lower manual, and cymbal and bass drum triggered by the pedals. With any or all of the voices on and the silent sound switch in the silent position, the automatic rhythm patterns will not be heard, but the play-along voices will sound. I don't quite understand. Auto accompaniment. Bass notes and chords are gated by the rhythm unit to the main audio channel in automatic patterns and tempos, along with regular rhythm voices. Definitely continuous touch start. Oh yeah, I was curious about this. Let's see. Continuous touch start switch. With switch in the touch start position and the sound tab depressed, the rhythm patterns will start with beat 1 of measure 1 with either a lower manual, okay, yeah, that's, and foot switch reset. With foot switch reset, okay, that's something I could, if I really wanted that, I could wire one of those. Now, this is the accessory model Auto Vari. Section 2, disassembly and maintenance. You know, let's tackle the disassembly and maintenance next time. I think that's a pretty good place to end it. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here this afternoon and fixing the Auto Vari. Also fixing that plug earlier. That was a blast, you know, a hoot. Let's do it again. Tomorrow's Sunday. It's supposed to be another great day. Come on. I'm still learning this swisher. There it is. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. We got some Auto Vari in. I can't wait to play this thing like a microchord. Man, it's gonna be great.
right, that was a lot of fun. We fixed another laptop. Have a good day.